Crystal, and today I'm working on week 21 of my 2018 Project Life album. You can see I already have my photos printed and where I think I might want them for this spread. For supplies today, I'm using mostly Pink Fresh Studios supplies. I have a 6x6 pad from A Case of the Blahs, as well as a cut apart sheet that I have already heavily used, but there's still lots left here, so plan to use some more of that. I also have some embellishments from Pink Fresh Studio. I have the cardstock stickers and puffy stickers from A Case of the Blahs, and then the cardstock stickers from Let Your Heart Decide, these puffy stars from the mix number 2, and these epoxy stickers also from the mix number 2. And then I did grab a few things from my Citrus Twist Kits supplies. I have a couple sets of cardstock stickers or word stickers, and then a set of puffy alphas, and this set of blank cards that I thought I could use as backgrounds for some of these other elements that I intend to add in. I also have all of my Citrus Twist Kit stamps in case I want to use any of those. I have those at the ready. Otherwise, I think it's time to just put you on fast forward and dive in. So I'm going to start by going through the bits that are left from this cut apart sheet to see if there are any here that I want to use, and I end up cutting a couple of them out of the sheet. So this was not a great week for me, which is why I chose to use this collection, A Case of the Blahs, just because it has so many phrases and sayings and things in it that apply to those weeks that just aren't the best, and we all have them. So it's a great thing that we have these kinds of collections to document the times in our lives when things don't always go like we planned. So I went through the cut apart sheet, and now I'm just going through the 6x6 pad to get some bits and pieces to use as background cards behind the photos that I have, and as my title card as well. And now I'm going to go through the embellishments. I know that there are some that I want to put directly onto the photos, so I'm going to start there and get those down. I put that little puffy sticker that says Flaws, Mistakes, Imperfections, Life on the picture of a cat sleeping on my lap. And then next I'm going to work on the card next to that. And the photo that I have is actually just a printout of a recipe. It's a drink recipe that I used this week, a cocktail recipe. And it was good, but it wasn't such a great idea for me at the time. So I'm going to put a little cut apart that says Emotionally Unstable, and then I added a puffy sticker that says Sorry above it, and I put that on vellum, and I'm going to layer that on top of this recipe image, which I'm putting just on a bit of it's black speckled paper from the 6x6 pad, and I'm just going to add a little label so I can do a bit of journaling about this, and I'm just trimming it down to make it fit better on the 3x4 card. And then I'm just going to add a little stamp that I think it says this was unexpected or something like that, because it wasn't really what we had planned for the night, but it's how the night went. So I'm going to add that stamp to the label and then do just a couple lines of journaling. And then I'm going to take that vellum piece with the little journal, or not journal, but cut apart card and the puffy sticker, and I'm going to layer it on top and just add a staple, and I'm going to put the whole thing inside the pocket. So in order to actually read the journaling, you would have to take the whole card out of the pocket, which is probably a good thing, since this isn't really a story that I would want to share with everyone. So not that anything terrible happened, we just made too much margaritas, which, you know, it happens. So anyway, moving on to this other card of my lunch one day this week, and I'm just adding it to a paper that has some script writing on the background, and then I'm going to add a cardstock sticker that says comfort food, and then I'm just going to add a little label and write down what exactly it was that I ate which was very delicious but very unhealthy taco grilled cheese and tortilla chips. It was definitely a week that required some comfort food in my life. So now I'm just going to move on to some of the other cards. I pulled out one of these blank cards from Citrus Twist Kits, and they're just cards that have different patterns on them. Some are grid, some are just lines, some are plain. And they're great to use when you have a lot of journaling or when you just want a small embellishment. I really like that they're white and it adds a lot of lightness to the spread. So I put that in the center because I know I want to add my journaling there. And then I've moved on to the image next to it, which is a picture of my cat sleeping in a very strange position. And I put it on some yellow paper. It's from the 6x6 pad. It's just like yellow striped paper, kind of a sketchy stripe. And I added a little puppy sticker that says cozy, and then just another little label so I can do a little bit of journaling about him and how he sleeps in very strange positions sometimes. Once I have that done, I'm just going to add a staple to that label, and that's going to be it for that card. So next I am just looking at the rest of the stickers that I have pulled out to see if there are any that I want to add to any of these other cards. And there is one that says Mischief in the Making that I want to put on this picture of our grill. So Jessie did some grilling this weekend, and I thought that would be a good little phrase to add there, but it didn't really stand out on the photo itself, so I just added a little bit of torn paper, that same yellow stripe paper, and then stapled that onto the photo. And then I decided to use that kind of geometric designed kind of confetti looking paper for my title card, and I'm going to start working on it now. So I found this little black arrow label, and I'm going to use that to put the actual dates for this week. And then I'm going to use the black puffy stickers from a previous Citrus Twist kit just to put week 21 above it. And then I'm going to get my date stamp out and try and finagle it a little bit. That label is really small, so the full date isn't going to fit. So what I want to do is just put 21 through 27 of May on the card, essentially. So I just grabbed the little post-it that I had used to remember the dates and used it to kind of block off part of the stamp as I'm stamping. And then eventually I get the dates, and it didn't turn out too bad, and then I just used my pen to fill in the parts that didn't stamp completely. So now I'm just looking through the rest of my embellishments just to see if there's anything else that I want to add to this spread. And I find a little kind of phrase sticker to add to my title card that says examine the details, and then I just added a couple staples to that. And I'm thinking about the top of that journal card in the center. I know that I want to add something to it, I'm just not sure what, so I'm just looking through the embellishments that I have to see what will work best. So I went away and typed up my journaling, and that let me see how much space I would have at the top of the card. And I decided to use one of these big stickers from the cardstock sticker sheet from a case of, oh nope, these are actually from Let Your Heart Decide, and it says it's not all good and that's okay. Again, perfect for a not so great week. And I had to trim off the top, and it's pretty tight on that card, but I like the way it looks, and I don't mind that it's a little bit trimmed off. So finally I'm just going to add that little yellow arrow sticker to the photo of the bird there, and that gives me 3 spots on the layout where there is that same yellow color. And then I'm going to add a little kind of tan puffy sticker to this photo of our dog Foxy, and that repeats that same tan puffy color from the bottom right. So I'm trying to balance things out. I have the black in a few places, I have that tan in a few places, and then I have the yellow in a few places. Oh, and that kind of orange color spread out across the layout, and that just gives it a little bit of balance. So I thought I might add some of these yellow puffy, not hearts, they're stars, to the layout, but I decide against it. I decide to just leave it the way it is. I think it's embellished plenty just as it is. So here's a look at the spread and a few close-ups. Thank you so much for watching today, and be sure to subscribe to my channel to get notified when I add new videos, and give this video a thumbs up if you found some inspiration here. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, guys.